Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what do you do when you start to miss somebody who is dead? Talk about them. Reminisce about the time spent with them. Allow myself to be sad that they're gone. My best friend died in 2015. I miss her a lot. Edit: holy shit, I did not expect to wake up to such a response to my comment. Thank you for the awards, the kind words about my loss, and additional words of support, advice, solidarity and shared loss. That last sentence is really important, IMO. Allowing yourself to miss them and feel sad is definitely helpful for me. Edit: to reply to some, there is no wrong way to grieve, provided you're not harming yourself or others. Feelings are the reason we exist: happiness, joy, exhilaration, love, all these things make life worth living. And sadness is part of that. Feeling sadness isn't being weak. It's just part of being alive. When the sun's set to set in a sweet season's sky. When the stars shimmer down, and the moon's passing by. When the summer wind skips, when it blows in the trees. I'll remember your touch by the feel of the breeze. When the clouds disappear, like it was here before. When the white breakers break, and the tide meets the shore. When the rain tumbles down onto still, silver lakes. I'll remember your smile in the ripples it makes. When the stars fade to dawn. When the dawn turns to day. When the summer wind carries the rain clouds away. When the tide travels in, and the sunlight has set. I will miss you forever. And never forget. First I get sad. And that makes me wish I could have done things differently. And then I remember there are a lot of people in my life who are still alive, but won't be forever. So I check in with them, and try to do and say the things I wish I had done or said with those who died. Miss them. I watched my father die. I was there for his last moments and it's a memory forever ingrained in me, those last moments. But when I think of that time, which normally saddens me, I immediately think about all the good times we had. The valuable life advice I got from him. And that helps. Edit: first I want to thank you all for sharing your kind words and messages. Sharing your stories and the current phases you are in when it comes to losing someone close to you. There's no magical process or words I can offer any of you to make it better. I can only share from my own experience that it just took time and trying to always remember the good times. We both loved wrestling and football. We both loved conversations. We both loved some whiskey and a nice big steak together. Those and many more good memories I hold and cherish. Thank you as well for those of you kind enough to spend some of your hard-earned money to award me as well. I will calculate the amount given and pledge to donate to a local charity. Same for me. My dad died recently and was at the hospital beside him for his last moments. I never understood what people meant by closure until that moment. I heard all the about families getting closure for their loved ones passing away and they were torn apart if they didn't. Knowing that he passed, seeing him pass, and knowing that I was by his side definitely gave a bit comfort in a weird way. Edit: thanks for sharing your stories, everyone. I'm going through all of them. I know it's hard but very cathartic to write about it / talk about it, good and bad. It just helps to have someone listen. So please feel free to write and say as much as you want. My dad and I had an awesome relationship and we were very close. I know how much I lucked out to have a great father and I'm thankful of it every day. Man, I'm kinda jealous. I got all that setting. I was at his side when he died. And it just made me angrier. Everything about his death just made me furious and angry with every individual around him, and him. What closure I got was in accepting that he was a shitty father who decided to leave his family and go find a new one. r/Idless Thread did an amazing episode of their Reddit-centric podcast, Endless Thread, about dealing with loss that was called Shipwrecked. In it they shared a post that often graces Reddit that I have come to love in times of loss, as well as its backstory. Alright. Here goes. I'm old. And so what that means is I've survived so far and a lot of people I've known and loved did not. I've lost friends, best friends, co-workers, acquaintances, grandparents, my mom, relatives, teachers, mentors, students, neighbors, and a host of other folks. But here's my 2 cents, I wish you could say you get used to people dying. I never did. I don't want to. It tears a hole through me whenever somebody I love dies, no matter the circumstances. But I don't want it not to matter. I don't want it to become something that just passes. Man's voice reading same passage fades in. My scars are a testament to the love and the relationships that I had for and with that person. And if the scar is deep, so was the love. So be it. Scars are a testament to life. Scars are a testament that I can love deeply and live deeply and be cut or even gouged. And that I can heal and continue to live and continue to love, and the scar tissue is stronger than the original flesh ever was. Scars are a testament to life. Scars are only ugly to people who can't see. As for grief, you'll find that it comes in waves. When the ship is first wrecked, you're drowning with wreckage all around you. Everything floating around you reminds you of the beauty and the magnificence of the ship that was and is no more. And all you can do is float. You find some piece of the wreckage and you hang on for a while. Maybe it's something physical. Maybe it's a happy memory or a photograph. Maybe it's a person who is also floating. For a while, all you can do is float. Stay alive. In the beginning, the waves are 100 feet tall and they crash over you without mercy. They come 10 seconds apart and don't even give you time to catch your breath. All you can do is hang on and float. After a while, maybe weeks, maybe months, you'll find that the waves are still 100 feet tall, but they come further apart, and when they come, they still crash all over you and wipe you out. But, in between, you can breathe and you can function. You never know what's going to trigger the grief. It might be a song or a picture. A street intersection. The smell of a cup of coffee. It can be just about anything. And the wave comes crashing. But in between the waves, there is life. Somewhere down the line, and it's different for everyone, you find that the waves are only 80 feet tall or 50 feet tall. And while they still come, they come further apart and you can see them coming. An anniversary, a birthday, or Christmas, or landing at a Hair International, you can see it coming for the most part and you prepare yourself. And when it washes over you, you know that somehow you will, again, come out the other side soaking wet, sputtering, still hanging on to some tiny piece of wreckage, but you'll come out. Take it from an old guy. The waves never stop coming. And somehow you don't really want them to. But you learn that you'll survive them. And other waves will come and you'll survive them, too. If you're lucky, you'll have lots of scars from lots of loves. And lots of shipwrecks. It goes on so beautifully. I strongly encourage you to listen to the episode, particularly the last part where the poem is read live. It's worth it. https://www.bur.org/idlithread/2019/06/14 Miss them. Feel, grieve, cry. Know that the grief is the other side of love, expressing how much you value the deceased, and bringing them alive in you. Thank them, talk about them, talk to them, learn more from your memories of them. Say their name. Gather with others to remember them. Wish them well and invite them to move on. You also have the option to not assume they are gone. Conservation of energy is a fundamental law of nature. Continuation of consciousness can be verified throughout life. Sane societies don't assume beings are merely material. In fact, the material aspect is the least real, the most changeable and ephemeral. You can verify this for yourself. The average person eats between 35 and 55 tons of food in a lifetime. The body is constantly changing, but the witnessing awareness has always been there, stable, yogic. The I who saw the Grand Canyon at 7 years old and the I who experiences New York City at 65 are the same. That awareness has not aged, it is like an ageless mirror or movie screen upon which the whole story of life unfolds. Finally, you can use the energy of missing and the poignancy of your memory of the deceased to better wake up to and understand your own impermanence and certain death. You can take steps to live well, and completely, today, not assuming that even another day will be guaranteed to you or your loved ones, and prepare to die a good death rather than one avoided, rejected, feared as if it's a tragic surprise. Tomorrow is the first anniversary of my dad's funeral. I'm missing him pretty bad this week. Your post helped, thank you. Next month will be 2 years of my mom's passing. I cherish the memories I have and I hope you do as well. You can get through this. Cry. Simple and pure. It can help so much. I try to think of something else. I lost my twin sister 6 years ago to suicide. I never thought of life without her. We came into the world together. I never thought we would leave together. It is unbearable. My heart goes out to you. I could only imagine how it is for twins with having a stronger connection and bond. I know it's hard, and I wish I could say it gets easier. I wish you the best, and if you ever need to talk, I'm here, for whatever it's worth. My twin is alive, but might as well be dead from drug addiction. I can't even describe the feeling.